So here we are. It is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and this is gonna be my fun baking video. Most of it I'm doing tomorrow, but tonight I'm gonna get my pie dough put together so it can chill overnight in the fridge. So what I'm making is a buttermilk pie, which you probably don't know what it is. It's a very traditional Southern thing that I think I've had like 3 times in my life, and I just happened to stumble across a video for buttermilk pie recipe a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, buttermilk pie. But basically what that is, it's a custard pie. The custard's made with buttermilk, and it's fantastic. And this is gonna be my first time making pie dough, and I'm so nervous about it. I don't know why, because I've made things way more complicated than pie dough before, but we'll see. Hopefully I won't screw it up. And the other thing that I'm making is, which I'm gonna do entirely tomorrow, is maple pumpkin cornbread. And that one is gonna be a big bizarre experiment because that one's gonna be made in the crock pot. So I'm not positive it's gonna work. But if it does, I realize this, the beauty of it, if it works, is that the crock pot is round, but what I want to bring to Thanksgiving is nice squares. So then you see where I'm going to get the squares. You cut off the round bits, and you keep them. See, that's the brilliant mind at work. I mean, unless it turns out horrible or it doesn't turn out at all, in which case, I guess that's a moot point, but let's find out. So, phase 1 is gonna be making my pie dough. Pie dough. Dough! All right, had to do that at least once. Hoping that all this is gonna fit in my teeny tiny food processor. Oh, this might not all fit in here. And in here is some Kerrygold butter that work. Okay, it's on there. And here is just some water with a little apple cider vinegar. Very cool stuff. A little bit of that. Yeah, I'm gonna get this into my bowl. Okay, disaster dough. Alright. We're gonna see what we can do here. Gather into some kind of crumbly, horrible mound. Oh. Maybe after it's been in the cold fridge overnight, we'll just pack it up real tight in there. Oh. Phase 1, I don't think it worked. Right, so here we go for phase 2 of the baking. This is for the pumpkin maple cornbread. Right here I have my wet guys, which is butter, egg, buttermilk, maple syrup, and of course pumpkin puree. Here I got my dry guys, flour, salt, baking powder, and of course cornmeal. So that was my cat. In those go. Just gonna mix this a little bit. I think this might be a little, yeah, it's supposed to be super lumpy and bumpy like this. So this is gonna go into the crock pot. All right, so I guess this is phase 3 now. I'm hoping for a miracle. Here's the dough from last night. Between parchment paper instead of adding more flour. So I'm hoping for a miracle, but I'm emotionally preparing myself that I may have to admit defeat and concede that it didn't work and go swallow my pride and get store-bought dough. Where that upper body training comes in handy. I'm gonna be getting gains after this. I'm gonna have a protein shake when we're done here. We need it. Okay. Maybe this was not such a great idea after all. Try this trick. Still need that Thanksgiving miracle. Okay. Oh, okay, well it's coming off, so that's okay. Oh good. Oh. I'm not giving up yet. This last part is gonna be not bueno. Not bueno. Put some lentils. Probably not enough. At this point, I don't care. I give up. Alright, so I guess this is phase 4 now. My pie dough is pre-baked and cooling. This is obviously not it. This is the cornbread. And man, I was very skeptical, but I made this in the crock pot. And it's got nice brown outside, maybe a little too brown, but that's okay. The curvy bits I'm carving off of here and keeping anyway, and I like it nice and brown. And I tried a crumb and it tastes pretty great. I'm really not getting the maple and pumpkin as much as I thought, but it tastes like a nice cornbread. It looks like a nice cornbread, so you know, even if my pie is horrible, Thanksgiving is not canceled. It's not ruined. So I'm not even sure what phase I'm up to by now, maybe phase 5, but my crust is all cooled and ready to be filled so I can finish off baking. I have no idea if this is what it's supposed to look like or not, but I'm still holding out hope that maybe something will be okay. Okay, gonna start in on my pie filling. I have this wonderful soft butter that I'm just gonna smoosh this sugar into. Lovely, wonderful. What am I doing next? Okay, next I have some flour and salt already measured out, and I'm just gonna put that in and just smoosh that in there the same way. Already smells good. Like, this is just butter and sugar and flour, and it smells pretty awesome. Eggs are next. That sound is horrible. Don't think I need it for very long. The buttermilk, which already has some vanilla in it. All that great stuff. Juice and zest from a lemon. And nutmeg. Got a whole one. Mix this business up. Now I'm just gonna fill. I'm expecting to have bunch left over since my pie dough is so sad. Okay, this is gonna be overflowing. It's okay. So that's the end of that, and we're gonna go in the oven and pray. All right. Oh my god, so here it is. Look at it, and let's see if I can show you. Just trying to show how it's a little bit jiggly, which is exactly what we want. And it's sizzly, and it's gonna cool, and for all the horribleness of my crust, the custard part, it turned out, I think. It smells amazing. Ah! Thanksgiving is back on. Everything's gonna be fine. Here's a moment of truth. I cut off, it's cooled, and cut off a little piece of the cornbread. So let's see how this turned out. That is good cornbread. I'm pleased about this. Here we have it. My not yet quite completely, but almost completely cooled pie. Cooled enough that it's deflated, and that I'm very happy to see that there's not cracks or anything. It looks and smells amazing, and I don't know. It's so tempting to dig in. I might be bringing a pie to my family that is missing a slice, but oh well. So that's it for this video. As always, have fun and be safe, and I cannot wait to try this pie tomorrow.